Hello, my friends. Welcome to our movement and mindfulness break today. It's starting to get warmer outside, and you know what that means. Time to make some ice cream. Let's get started. So this idea was inspired by one of my friends, my kindergarten friends in KG, when she decided to figure out how to make ice cream at home. So there's 4 ingredients that you need to make vanilla ice cream at home. You need cream, you need sugar, you need vanilla, and you need ice. So you have 2 bags. One has all the ingredients in it, one has the ice in it. You put that inside the ice bag and you shake it up. So we're going to pretend we're making ice cream today. Are you ready for some ice cream? So am I. So you're going to try to do these movements with me. So there's 4 different movements. Are you ready? Creamy, creamy, yum, yum. Can you try that with me? Creamy, creamy, yum, yum. Say that with me and try to touch your toes. We're pretending that we're pouring the cream into the bag. Creamy, creamy, yum, yum. We're going to do that 2 times. Then we're going to add the sugar. Scoop and pour, shake, shake, shake. Scoop and pour, shake, shake, shake. All right, so that's what we're going to do for the sugar part. Then for the vanilla, we're going to go drip, drop, vanilla on top. Try it with me. Bring up your knees and move your hands up and down while we say drip, drop, vanilla on top. Next part is the ice. We're going to have to crush the ice so that it really makes the ice cream get cold fast. All right? So it's going to look like this. Crush, crush, burr, burr. Cross your arms and hug yourself as if you're cold. Let's try that one again. Crush, crush, burr, burr. Nice work, you're getting the hang of this. After we have all the ingredients ready to go, we've got to shake it up. So we're going to do this. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Give me a thumbs up if you think you've got all the motions. I think you do. So we're going to do each motion 2 times, and then we're going to repeat it. All right? Let's go. Creamy, creamy, yum, yum. Creamy, creamy, yum, yum. Scoop and pour. Shake, shake, shake. Scoop and pour. Shake, shake, shake. Drip, drop, vanilla on top. Drip, drop, vanilla on top. Crush, crush, burr, burr. Crush, crush, burr, burr. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Oh man, I gotta say, this cream is starting to look a little more like ice cream. It looks like we're gonna have to do that again. Are you ready to try it? Let's do it. Creamy, creamy, yum, yum. Creamy, creamy, yum, yum. Scoop and pour, shake, shake, shake. Scoop and pour, shake, shake, shake. Drip, drop, vanilla on top. Drip, drop, vanilla on top. Say it with me. Crush, crush, burr, burr. Crush, crush, burr, burr. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Awesome work, my friends. You know what sometimes happens when I eat ice cream? Is I start to get what's called brain freeze. Brain freeze is when you have something cold in your mouth and it makes it feel like your whole head is freezing and it feels really weird. So sometimes what helps me when my brain freezes when I'm trying to do my schoolwork or I'm trying to do learning and I can't think anymore because my brain is stuck, kind of like the brain freeze with ice cream, is what I do is I like to move my body around because that starts to get my brain thinking again. So we are going to play my own version of freeze dance, and it's called brain freeze. Are you ready? I bet you all know the rules of freeze dance. What happens is when the music's playing, you gotta be moving your body. Try to move as much as you can. Do some little dance moves. Show off your jig. And then when the music stops, you have to freeze in exactly the position that you were in when the music stopped. And if you fall over, or if you keep moving, that means you're out of the game. So, let me get my music going. All right. You ready for brain freeze dance? Let's do it. Oh boy, one more time. Whew. And that is the end of our freeze dance song. Nice work. Give yourselves a pat on the back for great dance moves. I'm really impressed with what I was seeing you all do. And as you can tell, my face is a little bit pink because it's actually summer right now and I'm actually really warm. I really could use some ice cream right now, but I'm gonna wait for the ice cream that we started to make to become nice and hard so it's not soft and melty before I eat it. But I do have something that I can use right now to help me cool off and calm down a little bit, and that is ice cubes. So for this next part of our movement and mindfulness break, this next part's the mindfulness part, I want you to pause this video and ask a grown-up to help you get 1 or 2 ice cubes. So go ahead and pause the video and get 1 or 2 ice cubes to bring with you. You can see mine are in a cup. So that's where I'm keeping mine so that I don't get the floor all wet. Okay? So once you have your ice cubes, you can press the play button and we can get started with the next part of our movement and mindfulness break. I'm going to move back so that you can see me a little bit better. So remember that mindfulness is thinking about how you're feeling and what you're doing right now in this very moment. And you're not thinking about anything else. You're not thinking about what you did before. You're not thinking about what you're going to do afterwards. You're just thinking about what's happening and how you're feeling right now. So right now, I can feel my heart beating super fast because of all that great movement that we were doing. I can feel that I need to take a few deep breaths before I keep talking. So I'm going to do that. Join me. Sit crisscross applesauce on the floor. You can have your cup of ice cubes in front of you. I know you can't see that because my camera's a little bit wonky. Woo. Everyone's being so flexible with my camera. Thank you. That's okay. You know I have my ice cubes here. 2 more breaths. And close your eyes if you want. So, give me a thumbs up if you've ever held an ice cube in your hand before. I have, and I remember that it felt really cold and kind of strange, like kind of tingly. So we're going to use the ice cube to really think about how it feels in our hands. So grab an ice cube, and I want you to put it in your left hand. This is my left hand, because I'm facing opposite you. So put it in your left hand as you're sitting crisscross. Just keep your palm open like mine is. Notice how it feels. The middle of my hand feels really cold, and I'm starting to feel the water dripping as it melts around the ice cube. How does it feel for you? Is your whole hand cold yet? You can see I'm holding, actually you couldn't see, I'm holding my hand above the cup so I don't get water dripped all over the floor. As you're doing this, take nice deep breaths. If it feels too cold, that's okay. You can just put it back in your cup because you don't want your hand to feel hurting. Sometimes it gets to be a little bit too cold. We just want to hold it so that we feel good and so that we can feel the cold in our hands, but not until it feels not good. That's when you can put it back in the cup. I'm going to hold the ice cube in my other hand now, my right hand. Again, I have my cup underneath it to catch any water. How does this hand feel different than the other hand? I can feel water dripping in between my fingers. You can kind of play with how your fingers are. You can cup your hand. Take deep breaths. Now you're going to put your hands together and you're going to squeeze it together like you were trying to hold something inside your hands really carefully. This one's going to feel even colder than the one before. So squeeze it until it starts to feel too cold, and then you can drop it back into your cup. But notice how your body feels. My back is feeling a little bit tingly. I kind of feel the cold in my back, and I feel it like the cold is kind of going up my arms. How do you feel? What do you notice? What feelings in your body do you notice? Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Let your shoulders down. You can drop the ice cube back into the cup. Notice how your hands feel now. Maybe touch the other side of your hands with it. See how the cold makes the backs of your hands feel. Oh, that's cold. Maybe touch it to your wrists. Maybe that feels good. Next, we're going to take the ice cube and put it in your mouth. This one might be even harder than keeping it in your hands, and that's okay. So you can hold it on your tongue. You can close your mouth if you want to, but you can hold it in your mouth as long or as short as you want to. We don't want to swallow the ice cube though. We just want it to melt because we're going to need it later. If it's too cold and you want to spit it out, wait a few seconds and then put it back in. That's okay. Something else I like to do while I'm doing this is touch my cold fingers to my neck or my chest, and it helps cool me down and make me feel really nice that way. So I'm going to try it again using my cold fingers. Yeah, the top of my mouth felt really cold, but my cheeks didn't feel that cold. What about you? Nice. All right, so for the last part, we're gonna watch our ice cube melt on a plate or in the cup, whatever you have with you. I brought a plate because I'd like to see it melt a little bit better. So I'm gonna take my ice cube and put it on my plate. I'll bring this down so you can kind of see what is going on here. There's my ice cube. It's already sliding around on my plate. You can kind of play around with it a little bit. You're gonna lay down on your belly, so your legs are out flat, but you're gonna keep your forearms flat on the floor and kind of lift up your chest a little bit so that it feels really nice. Get a stretch in your belly, get a stretch in your neck. Oh, that feels nice. All right, and then just watch your ice cube. What do you notice? What do you see? Take deep breaths while you look at it. My puddle's getting a little bit bigger. I wonder what happens when I blow on it, because I know my breath is warmer than the ice cube. Do you see my ice cube moving? And you can do this part of the activity for as long as you want. I'm going to end the video so that if you need to get going to the next thing in your day, you can. But if you have time, it would be super fun if you could keep looking at the ice cube and playing around with it using your hands, using your breath, and keep breathing deep and noticing what you see about the ice cube. Thanks so much for joining me for this movement and mindfulness break. Can't wait to see you next time. And in the meantime, I'm going to go eat that ice cream I just made. See you later.